Welcome back to our channel. My name is Cynthia Wakeo, the Communication and Events Manager at Corporate Staffing Services. And today we're going to be tackling an interview question, and a question that will enable you be more comfortable in an interview room and guide you on how to answer. Tell me about a time you failed in an interview room. I am joined by Grace Kimani, the Recruitment Manager at Corporate Staffing Services, and she's going to be exploring more on this topic. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Are you excited to be on the channel today?
Yes, I am.
It's good to have a new face.
I'm not new.
You're not new, but on the channel?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so when you hear about this question, what does it reveal? What is it meant to reveal about a candidate?
It's more about when somebody asks you when you failed, the interviewer wants to find out how do you tackle challenges, because it's about failure. Everybody has failed at some point in their lives. So how do you, when you get a challenge, how do you go about it? Are you the person who will give up, or are you a person who will go and ask for help? Or do you just sit down and wait to be rescued by other people? So it's about how do you offer solutions? So it's about finding out how does this person offer, do they have solutions when they have problems? How do they tackle the challenge? Do they give up? Are they going to be given? Because especially at work, you'll always have challenges. So how will you be able to handle these challenges?
Yeah.
So that question is about, the interviewees want to know how will you go about it if something happens, especially maybe emergency. Sometimes it's an emergency, you have had something that has happened. How quickly do you turn this thing around? You know, such kind of challenges. So are you a solution-based person? Or you do just sit down and wait for somebody else to? That's not my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically trying to explore your problem-solving skills in your CV, what you wrote in your CV.
Exactly, for people who write things that are not there.
Yeah.
So this is the time you need to bring out something that you've done, you know, because everybody has had a failure. So bring it at that point.
Yes.
Yes.
So when you're tackling this answer in an interview room, what are the things to avoid when answering the question?
Don't lie. To be honest, you failed is at some point in your life, so you don't need to lie. Just bring out that failure you've had. What did you, how did you tackle the failure? So don't try to lie, because the interview is going to see through you. Because when you try to lie, you have to still cover it up. Sometimes when you lie, you have to remember the lie. So don't lie about it, don't overthink it. And also there's something, you should not start now talking about your achievement. It's not about achieving. It's not about trying to show this person what I did. It's about showing this is a failure that I had. It's not now about shining on the, you know, what you did. It's not about that. It's about to showing the problem that this is what the challenge that I had. And this is what I can be able to do it. But not now start bringing out all the achievement that you've had. That's not the question at this point. Yeah. Yeah, it's about showing, bringing out, bringing out how you can be able to do it. And it's more of just talking the truth. Just say the truth. Talk the more you say something that has happened to you, it will just flow because it has happened. But if you lie, most will lie. They try to come up with a lie. Yeah. So the moment you lie, you're starting to think of something to lie about. So don't lie. Yeah. Yeah.
So following up with what you've just said, then how do you answer the question?
You just have to provide a situation. Just think of that situation, provide, and now go step by step. What did happen? Let's say example. Say maybe, let me give you an example of I've failed so many times. Maybe I can give an example. So I'll just say, I won't say where or something. So at my workplace, and then I did a mistake of mentioning something I should not have mentioned to a client. And because it's already out there, how do you make sure that this doesn't hurt the business? First of all, apologize. It's a mistake that you've done. Don't try to blame. It wasn't actually my mistake, but it was, I'm the one in charge, so I have to apologize for that mistake. Show what you did. What steps did you take to tackle this problem? Apologize to the client or the person maybe the mistake has affected. Even if it's not a client, if it's your colleague, apologize first and then tackle it. See, what do you do to make sure this situation has not happened again? And also, what do you do after this? How do you ensure that it's corrected and something you don't, the mistake doesn't affect, you know, on a day, doesn't affect what you do at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's about taking responsibility. Yeah.
So it's you mentioned the situation, you explained the situation, you mentioned the steps that you took to solve the situation, and mention anything you put in line to ensure that that does not happen again. All right, that's a good order of things.
It's about just how you can solve how your problems are solving skills. It's the process you take.
Yes.
So just find something you did. What did you do after that? If you had someone helping you, you can mention. There are some situations you might find yourself in a situation where you have to ask for help. So did you ask for help? Did they help you? Were you fired for it? There's some mistake you will be fired for.
Yeah, that's true.
So just don't be afraid, because mistakes are there. I mean, people make mistakes, but most of the time you can't keep thinking because I did a mistake, you punish yourself. You learn from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for that session. It's very illuminating, and I hope it will help a candidate in an interview room. And most of these questions are usually helpful, or rather question and answers are usually helpful for people who go to interview rooms. It does not give you the exact answer on how to answer a specific question, but to guide you on how to approach situations. Yeah. So it's not it's situational. It depends on who is interviewing you. Yeah. We offer interview coaching services here at Corporate Staffing Services. So if you need help in preparing for an upcoming interview, please click on the link below and someone will reach out. See you in the next video.